The soft tyre works. That's an ambitious move to the inside. That's a way through. Lewis Hamilton getting...
Here we go, replay on board with Stroll, and he's fighting the Mercedes of Russell, and that's a whack. That's a whack on the right rear of Fernando.
Yuki Tsunoda negotiates. Oh, and clobbers the inside wall.
Final corner. And he does...
Flips it.
Yeah, he clonks the inside.
I hit the wall. Front left steering.
Now he's going to be pinned up against the wall a little bit. And there it was.
Sure. Yeah, sorry about that.
What's going on here then? It is as simple as Stroll nerfing round Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, Leclerc turns in.
Outside. Yeah.
So, yeah, he just turns in from the outside. Everyone goes slower means the pit stop time is reduced. There's Albon just oversteering his way to the barriers at the quick turn 6 now. Scatters.
Well, let's just see. He kind of kissed the barrier. Has he done? Well, okay. Maybe a bit more than a kiss, gentlemen.
Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Norris and
Contact.
Lewis. Oh, off the road in the background.
Bottom of your screen. It was Esteban Ocon who made contact. This is the view from Esteban Ocon's Alpine. And he did try and back out of
the wall, and you'll be all right. He just got wide, and I think it was it the curb or was it touching the wall there? Suspension's okay. And then, oh, did he hit the wall? And that's what caused it.
Right edge out Fernando Alonso. It's as he were from the top 3. It's going to be close.
To how it was a lap ago.
Well, that's absolutely, yeah, absolutely. The whole field all up. That's round goes Nick de Vries.
And he's fighting with Gasly. They both draw each other into going too deep. And Alonso's looking at switchback time on Hamilton and the original order that was.
If you've got a car underneath you that can.
If there's a restart.
If there's a restart.
So it may be that this is all for nothing. In all of it, he's still...
Dear where to place it. Gasly rejoining. And then these two. Gasly doesn't know his teammates there. And Carlos Sainz has clipped the wall. Carlos Sainz expecting more of a washout through 6 and 7, and instead turning straight into the apex.
Pause that puncture then. We're going down to turn 3, and he does. Oh yeah, yes, he's thoroughly lost it, and
to a lap now. Oh, he's in the wall! He's in the wall! Nick de Vries was going to be the last driver.
End of a long straight into turn 3. It's a left-hander. And yeah, he's way too quick, but he had to be going down the escape road. Brakes late, and then he was never going to make that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's still a whack, isn't it? Still a big whack.
To the corner once again, further on than de Vries, but the corner.
Oh,
into the wall goes the Williams of Logan Sargent.
The corner into 15. He's got traffic ahead, might have distracted him, but he's just gone in too deep to the left-hander. The Ferraris were jumping out of the.
Man, the Ferraris were in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I saw that. Are you okay? Okay, just stop the car next to Marshall Post if you can.
Oh, Charles Leclerc into the barrier, chasing another P1, and he finds the wall.
With Russell doing a great job up in 4th, and it was an oversteer as he turned in, lost the grip. 2.5 off what he did on the same tyres in yesterday's qualifying.
Sorry for Carlos.
Tyre, that's George Russell to the inside of Max Verstappen. That is so close to contact, and somehow they kept it out of the wall.
The wall, but he didn't hit it. A final time, this is the replay of turn 2 then.
It's on. Oh, and there's a tyre carcass, and we'll wait to see who it is. Yuki Tsunoda, Grand Prix qualifying in the sprint today. Whoa! That is Nick de Vries clipping the apex wall and damaging the front left.
Yeah, so it is just a on the apex of the left-hander, and it is a driver error then for de Vries. I was wondering how on earth you end up in this position, but he couldn't turn the car to the right.
This is Lance Stroll, and he is getting tight to the wall, very tight to the wall.
The wall, quick tire.
I'm sure you'll all notice that's the same part as Nick de Vries hit, and ended up...
Oh, big accident. One of the Haas's in the wall.
Hinch, take us through it.
Yeah, so you see flat out through this section, and I mean, is that just a case of getting a few millimeters offline, like Max Verstappen said?
He was wide there and just pulled into the wall, and that gives you an idea.
Take a look now at Kevin Magnussen. That was down there heading into that turn 15. Oh, he did maybe make some contact with the wall there.
He's mighty lucky it was only this.
Oh, definitely some contact. No, it was just a snap. Man, why didn't he get off the brakes? Always, sometimes he can save that. Oh, I know it all happens quick. Much room there. He has a big oversteer moment, and then as soon as he gets off the racing surface, he just locks up all four. When if you just roll off.
Whoa, very nearly into the wall.
Check front wing, I've missed the wall.
Can the monogas driver. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! He spun off the road and into the wall goes Charles Leclerc on maximum attack. Leclerc, we mentioned it before. He dances on the edge of a...
It's so committed, and it was looking like it was the basis of a great lap, but got too greedy on that left-hander, cut across the inside of the...
Out of trouble, pick up a couple of spots in the places.
Hit someone.
Got a pincer movement on him.
And I wonder if that was the radio. Oh dear, that was how Nick de Vries put Lando Norris out onto the runoff area.
On board with Alex Albon.
Yeah, I lost the rear. So he turns in, we're still at apex.
Okay. Yeah, just banged my knees by a friend.
But I got a really good opportunity to take a look at whether there was any further bodywork damage, and there wasn't.
I think he might have just clocked the left-hand side. Yeah, he's clocked the left-hand side, so the orange part of the barrier. Here we go. Watch that right front. Yep, he's just clocked it.
And you don't have to hit it too hard to break the suspension, and then you've got a chance of making the corner.
This is the shot from the inside of the back. Stricken Ferrari. The side of the channel. That was a proper whack, wasn't it? Oh, clatters it. And there's nothing you can do as you try to turn left.
Is he going to do a Hulkenberg impression? He is. But right there. Certainly wakes you up.
Yeah, I damaged a car, I think.
Sargent is finding himself. Go on. There you go. Alan knew it was happening before it was even obvious to us. Here
we go on board. Just watch it and listen.
There you go.
Under braking, maybe missighted slightly by the car coming out the pit lane. Brakes into the corner. Yeah, he commits aggressively with rear, just couldn't keep up with the front, and that was actually a sizable hit.
Position 3.5 tenths of a second away from the benchmark set. Oh, but he doesn't have it into the wall. Into the wall goes the McLaren.
Is there, and also Stroll as well, so it's not, as we see him just sliding in though.
Yeah, is he going to tap the barrier here? There you go.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a heavier hit.
And the Haas there in the background of Hulkenberg as they're nearly parked up, nearly stationary at the hairpin, nudging each other through the corner. Qualifying.
His tires.
Whoa, he's nearly into the back of him, and he damages the front wing. You're going to see it from a different angle now. This is Sainz into the back of Ocon.
No, it was late.
Attacking Magnussen ahead and making contact with the rear of the Haas.
Second time penalty for the rejoin.
Oh, and hit by Perez.
But on track, so here's Lance Stroll at the hairpin.
So we went to the intermediate tyres first. We were hearing
it was like the engine was still driving on. It was
and
pushing.
It is now.
Look at that. Yeah, he's got an issue with the idle of that car going into Mirabel.
This is where he went off and just locked up the rear and slid gently, and a small kiss of the barrier, very definite there.
Yeah.
Through goes his teammate to take the place, round goes the car, no traction, and through goes his teammate. Well, in the third sector, oh, and Magnussen couldn't get back to the pits for full width. Oh, wait.
And just doesn't turn, the rear sort of moves around, and then it's a...
Frantic stuff now. There's 16 seconds between Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen. Perez. Whoa!
Me and Gasly touched.
Certainly did, Logan.
Ooh, just got on the curb a bit on the inside as well, but...
Well, he scrubbed off a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Only half a second up, but more crucially... with
Whoa!
What was that?
What was going on? That's qualifying. That's total confusion between the two Mercedes drivers, both pushing.
That's some damage on the car.
and the Ferrari slows. That causes Hamilton to slow, Verstappen and Sainz, but Lewis Hamilton...
Rear right was done. Yeah, it just flicks around, and that is, as you say, Sam.
This is the moment that took him out of the session.
Yeah, it's just when the right rear gets onto the white line, spins it round, nose in.
Look, not just at the side that hit the wall, but also the other side, because that impact transfers all the way through the rear end.
Across this spinning Aston Martin, wow.
No way has he kept that out of the wall. Lance Stroll season. How is he not painted down the barrier?
Wow.
Through the next one, he's about to stand on the power and find the barrier.
Yeah, just desperate to get on the throttle. Harder on the gas. There's a short straight coming up after it, and it's quite important. And just too much right pedal there for Piastri. Slam into the barriers.
Double slipstream, look. He's heading down the left-hand side, and suddenly his braking zone disappears.
It's the exit of the chicane.
He's gone deep. Yeah. Oh, he hit the front as well. Glanced the sausage curb, and that put him... That was a big hit, actually, wasn't it? Yeah. That wasn't just too much throttle.
Inside, can he get it slowed down? Oh, they're close to banging wheels. Does it open the door? De Vries still going at it. Lock up and contact again.
Right, Magnussen's not given that a bit of an inch so far in this race. And then it's just quite rude from De Vries. There was an AlphaTauri there. And look, he just has to turn out in the end.
Clearly the complete opposite. Now clipped one of his own rear tyres. It's much more spectacular, but just see they haven't removed that front left.
We can leave it up to 13th place now.
A little bit of contact there with the front wing. Here to be damaged as we see Nick De Vries now. Oh!
Contact with Hulkenberg.
What happened with Gasly and Stroll. Oh.
Already, no great surprise there. Yeah, bounces over him. He'd slow.
Oh, Sergio Perez. Well, let's see it one more time. This is trackside, just trying to make the entry as wide as possible, and
he's leaning. Oh no! It's a. Oh, he's just touched the grass on the way in. There was a river at the apex. He'd actually looked like he'd gone past that. Oh, just a nudge. Front as well. I think it was actually past the river that was there at the apex, and it's a bit of a
inside line. They nearly touch, and that's where Piastri. It was both Alpines running into each other, out of position after a poor start. There goes one Alpine down the outside. I don't know if they wouldn't have touched anyway, to be honest.
Bought the Alfa Romeo, Jolien.
Down the hill, just washing wide and finding the gravel and finding the wall. Joe's been off at the one before and can't turn because he's just aquaplaning here on the water, and then actually whacks the wall pretty hard. He's still driving back though. These cars are so strong now. You can whack the wall right rear, right.
Coming down into turn 9, losing it through the gravel and into the wall.
Through Rivage, this is the corner where Ocon hit the wall. And it's in front of Pierre Gasly then, because I thought Gasly had enough space to start a flying lap.
The water has been cleared. He's tiptoeing round and he's into the wall. And to end the session was wet.
And you know what? He's actually doing a good job on that lap. He just got wide. That corner was up to full speed.
Alonso! Fernando Alonso ahead as he went through Pouon corner.
Oh, the car just got loose. And then he got on the curb and then...
In a row, Hamilton to the inside at Stabilo corner. It's got a hint. They'll go wheel to wheel and they collide. They collide. Perez and Hamilton move on the second part of Stabilo.
Yeah, he gets his car right up the inside, and it's very, very close between the Mercedes and the McLaren. Sainz locks up, and Piastri doesn't want to be sticking a nose in here.
I don't know what he was doing. I was there and just turned in like I didn't exist.
It's so steep uphill there that he might well have got away with that without any big damage. Just a kiss of the front to the outside. You can see it here. It's actually before the curve that Hulkenberg's lost it. And then, yeah, barely even touches it at the front as well. Let's see on board. Yeah, he turns it in. It's the second downshift.
First up, Oscar Piastri loses the car.
It's a fairly big whack. Where is Ricardo?
He's
Then
just
here
gonna
he
follow
goes.
it. Bizarre.
So Ricardo's barreled speeding. Pietro on the outside on board, maybe just about, and he lost it actually before the white line. It looked like where Max was.
Ocon, yeah, look, he's hunting for grip on the inside. It just locks up. Can't get the bite and the retardation.
Oh, he
does make contact and
slow at all, did it? Going up that's quite a steep hill, by the way.
Big one.
So let's see it again then, just on the curb. Around he goes and a nudge around this. He's out for Logan.
Oh.
Sargent though! And Sargent!
The entrance from the gate to the car park.
There's the moment for Logan Sargent. Not much runoff area.
And presumably, and then found no grip out there, certainly not on the grass, and it's actually a big whack.
Sorry, guys.
Another illustration of how tricky it is.
Front wing going into turn 11, tangle with the McLaren.
there. Right, so he got a bit of a...
We get to see the raindrops on our window screen, which is sort of reminiscent of what it's like being a Grand Prix driver, as we see that replay there of the DRS. And then, contact as...
Front locked as he's hit the brakes. That was something we saw a lot in the rain yesterday.
He's the moment that cost Perez P2.
He's the only man that's actually been off though, and it's a double front lock. Then in the runoff area, there's no grip.
If they can, and we still have the window of 3 hours. Oh, that was a big hit for Joe Guanyu.
There's some
driver's eye view once that front axle's locked, and then it's almost like the runoff area, the tarmac.
And actually his teammate went off just behind, showing that really it was.
That was him coming into the pits for the full wets.
Yeah, that was that decision to come in for the full, and he hit the pit wall.
And as we go into turn 11, there's the contact between the pair of them. And it was only minor, but it put Russell out. Alonso, and off goes Sergio Perez.
Driver's eye view, makes the apex okay, and then just tries to breathe and believe in the throttle, and finds out he didn't have quite as much road as he thought he did.
There is, he's going to throw one to the inside. It was tight. It's contact between the McLarens at Monza. Teammates.
Yeah, that was tight, wasn't it? You've got to see.
He's made contact! He's made contact off the road. They both go inside to the second chicane.
Yeah, well, look.
As he approaches the final corners of the 3 miles, Gasly goes, he's going to put it in the wall! Big crash on board with Lance Stroll. He was trying to wring the neck.
Fractionally too wide through 18. And that means that he can't turn in
to make that move. Oh, look how close that is. That was...
Yeah, Perez just pushed.
Relatively intact. It's just a driver error there from Sargent. Too late on the brakes, couldn't turn. He get away from Norris? That's the next question. Lando's still pushing for the win. Russell's off.
George Russell into the wall and out of the race.
Wall with the right rear opens up that corner, and the wall just juts out slightly, and that was George. You see Norris there with the right rear and Russell with the right front in, and that's what Lando was talking about. He's got a bit of traffic. That's his teammate, isn't it? I know. So he's just gone straight in early, and it's snagged round on him. Oh,
the last thing that he needed out of the final chicane.
Yeah, the car started getting away. Piastri on the inside almost goes onto the grass himself. There's the touch. Perez and Hamilton. Sainz, Perez and Hamilton. Wow, that was big contact for Albon.
Transferred a couple of wheels on the grass. He's getting squeezed. There's nothing he can do. He's run out of road, and he's on board with Kevin Magnussen. Has his path blocked, and he's going to get a good view of the contact. That's amazing that Williams is still pointing in a straight line.
And Lewis took the opportunity very well, coming back through. Here's what happens to Bottas then around the outside. Oh, he gets a whack from Sargent.
Easy flat, and then he's lining up to take the place. The lock-up from Sargent had begun a while back, and round goes the Finn.
At the chicane, the Casio triangle.
Another late lunge. Contact! Unbelievable.
At this point, I understand the frustration being in this car at the back of the field, but that is clumsy. Really clumsy.
Yeah, look, Ocon has come across, and if you had to apportion blame, you could say that was a racing incident, but...
For all he's worth, Perez trying to take them both 3 into 1, does not go. Out goes Perez.
Cause of a bit of a fire there, and it was because bit of contact there. Puncture for Ocon immediately.
George Russell putting the pressure on Max Verstappen. Hamilton got the launch off the line, goes around the outside, he's hit his teammate. Lewis Hamilton turns into George Russell.
He then gets a little bit of a squeeze from his teammate, but goes brave on the brakes, but just shuts the corner down.
Russell momentarily loses a little bit of grip as well and washes wide. Oh, barely.
Come on! What the hell?
Keeping out of the way and avoiding an incident.
And that is the contact between Carlos Sainz and Oscar Piastri.
Let's go back to the opening lap of the Grand Prix to find out why. Oh, it's a big hit for Ocon. Right line, Checo Perez trying to go around the outside. He's made contact. He's made contact with Charles Leclerc into the first corner.
But as he now tips into the corner, yeah, he wasn't clear of the Ferrari. And what happens then? And one, Leclerc can't go any further right.
Keepers starting with turn 7.
Oh. Something let go.
Yeah,
Something let go for sure.
failure on that car. The racetrack towards the barrier.
Oh, you can see it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Left rear. Right.
As suspected, had the wide moment on the exit, but not close enough. Oh, it's going to be very tight. Contact between the two of them.
We had Oscar with an oversteer moment as he goes through. Oh yeah, there was a tiny little tyre to tyre.
Oh, and this is tight once again. It's contact once again, and round goes Yuki Tsunoda.
On Yuki Tsunoda here, gets a great launch and then just decides to fade in. They're nowhere near the turning point.
Into the 13th corner, and that is going to be a spin round for Lance Stroll.
Came out of the corner, so he took a fairly desperate lunge, but anyway.
Alonso making his way through. Ocon is on a push lap and needs it. And a blue Alpine just clatters into the side of it. So unusual. There's Alonso, tried to clear his old teammate, and they make contact.
Yeah, so he's got way out of shape, and that's why he's headed towards Alonso.
Okay, mate, you okay?
Idiot, Fernando.
Oh, I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Charles Leclerc has gone off the road on the formation lap. Look, he's just warming tyres, getting into the temperature window. Everything locks up, straight to the scene of the accident. His Grand Prix over.
He's ended up in the wall.
This is the formation lap. That is what happens. Everything seizes up. Has an opportunity to go past all of them. Big crash in the middle of the pack. I think Alex Albon is into the wall along with the Haas as well.
And in the Williams, he gets alongside, and then, oh, you see the other Haas came together. It was actually Hulkenberg kind of squeezed
and swept round him. They lost 2 places straight away, and then Norris came down the inside. There's the contact further back, and Nico Hulkenberg as well got hit by...
My real weak.
Yeah, copy that.
Wow.
Stop the car, engine off is the command on the dashboard, but that car was going to stop itself either way. That seemed like a fairly... I mean, the whole rim was gone.
It's 5. It is 5. There we go. First man to hit the wall.
The box, damage. Rear left puncture.
Yeah, a bit more than a puncture. It's rear left missing.
Charles Leclerc cutting across Max Verstappen, who is on the dirty side. The top 2 go off the road. Do they open the door for George Russell?
And therefore, you know, would suggest that he was doing what Fernando did, just carry too much speed.
You can
Really
see
tricky, isn't it?
no idea of grip levels at this stage, and that is why he needed the nose change.
Because you're going through all that oil dry.
Oh, he tags Lewis.
Yeah, he just went in too deep. You know, good thing with a long crash is the energy is dissipated. Yeah, look, I think he touched. I think we could hear some touching of the ground. And he's unloaded the car, and he's got in this sort of tank slapper.
To a close, we're going to find out now, and that is a strange one.
Combined lateral braking just misses the back of his teammate.
And this is the moment where he got it. Diving down the inside of the Australian driver. Piastri trying to hang on to it. That enough to puncture the tyre. And
is he going to try it on the inside here into turn 12?
Oh, it's going to be contact, and it is contact. Max Verstappen.
George to clearly know, not probably at that phase. And I'm not sure he was really aware that.
This is a second flyer, and it just snaps suddenly as he's turning into the right-hander. Oh, it's just a bump. It's a bump and a whack.
the dirtier on the bump, I think.
So instant analysis from signs there.
We're waiting for any meaningful action in this one. There we go.
That's so innocuous. And again, it ends the German driver's session, the man from Emmerich in Germany.
And then he gets over to that Astro, and you keep your foot in. It will rubber in that as well.
I'm not really sure if that fully explains. Normally when you lock up, you don't slow down as much, and then Hamilton, I think, has obviously been confused by it and just...
Perez is looking to the inside. Can he get it done? Norris trying to stay there. They make contact.
Almost at reduced speed there, but Checo doesn't turn into an apex, runs wide.
You thrown it to me.
That attempt. Likely to be a lock-up if we're joining him at this stage. Just a wide moment. Oh, it's the replay.
Okay, so Perez is coming in from further back.
But why did he give us a penalty? I was ahead.